Hello everyone, it is Mike here and welcome to another Rumble tournament. We got part 10. We're already on part 10 here. We're getting closer to the end and we got Marcus versus Styles. So we'll see how good Marcus's team can do. You know, he hasn't had the best of luck until here recently. And we're kicking things off with Coach at number 1. And as they're eliminated, I will tell you what team they're a part of. And the first one to get the other 15 wins. You know the rules by now. And it is going to be crazy. I'm going to try to keep track of it. Sometimes it can be very difficult. And Squidward's going to be number 2. So Marcus versus Styles. And it's going to be a great one here to kick things off. Coach going after Squidward. And Styles has some from the horror genre. He's got like 5. So he does have some of that account. But for the most part, and we got Stewie at number 3. So Stewie coming in at 3. And Coach just lays out Stewie. And Squidward going after Coach. And number 4 is V. So does it look like one-sided so far? I'm trying to look at Marcus's team. And I haven't kept track of everyone yet. Because there's multiple teams here. But yeah, it looks like it's all Team Styles to kick things off. Which is crazy. I don't see anyone from his team. And it is all at random, but there's all kinds of landslides always going on. So you have to keep that in mind. And number 5 is the Predator. I got some of Styles' team memorized because, you know, he's got 5 from the horror genre. So hopefully this is competitive and close. That's how I like it. And we've had some close ones here. And number 6 is Daredevil. So 6 is Daredevil. And he is from Team Marcus. So I think he finally has one person, at least, to my knowledge. So we got Daredevil in the house. And Stewie's going after it. Stewie is an evil baby genius. And he is, you know, I love Family Guy. It's one of my favorite shows ever. And number 7 is the Punisher. Got the Punisher in at number 7. Oh wow, we got Punisher versus Daredevil again, and that's a great rivalry. And if you haven't seen Daredevil season 2, that's my favorite adaptation of Daredevil. Not Ben Affleck. I mean, I don't have nothing against Affleck, but he's nothing compared to Charlie Cox in the Daredevil role. And number 8 is Leprechaun. So we got the Leprechaun in the house. We'll see if he has the luck of me Irish. And Predator in trouble here. That's a nice double team on Daredevil. So nobody has gotten eliminated yet, and we have a full house here. It's probably not going to last real long, though. It never does. And there goes Daredevil. So that's going to be a loss for Marcus. Yeah, Marcus's team's in order, I think, so that's what, from the looks of it, it looks like. So that may help me a little bit. And he loses his first one. However, I think a lot of the 7 here are from Team Styles. I think a lot of the 7 are. So, not a great start for that team. You know, I know that all the Horror guys are, for sure. So that's 3 right there. And then I believe the other 4 are too. There might be 1 from Team Marcus. I'll have to look when they get eliminated. I'm not looking down until I see an elimination. And V has been eliminated. And that's going to be a loss for Styles. And number 9. We have Jack Sparrow here. So I know Marcus has all the captains. He's got like 3 captains on his team, which is crazy. Like, what are the odds of that? I know we had 3 captains on there, but what's the odds of getting all 3? That's kind of crazy, if you ask me. And Squidward trying to hang on there. I like old Squidward. He's one of my favorites. And there goes Coach, and that's going to be a loss for Styles. Yeah, they need to make Left 4 Dead 3. Like, what are we doing? I mean, what are we doing? We're making Parkour Dying Light, but we're not making Left 4 Dead 3. And Leprechaun's going to be a loss for Styles. And number 10 is Alexander Hamilton. Why not? From the play Hamilton. I've never watched the play Hamilton, and I've heard nothing but good things, but I'm not a musical person. So I do like Sweeney Todd, and I actually did enjoy Wicked. That one's not too bad. Because I just like the Wicked Witch of the West. That's the only reason. But, you know, I actually did enjoy those 2. But I know it's a Broadway thing, Hamilton is. And I've heard nothing but good things, and even has music I like. I just don't know if it's for me. Maybe I'll give it a try someday when I have 3 hours to spare, which is very rare. And, you know, my whole philosophy is you shouldn't watch anything that's going to be a waste of your time. So, number 11 is Hagrid. So Hagrid coming in at 11. And Predator, oh my goodness, Punisher just missed the opportunity of a lifetime to get rid of a super heavyweight. And Predator's still alive. Oh my goodness. Jack, and number 12 we got Han Solo. So we're getting some Marcus now. We're getting some of his in. He's got a few in now. Not as much as Styles. Styles started off very rough. But it may even out in the end. So I'm not counting either team out just yet. We just got through the first 10 minutes. So anything can happen from here on out. And Squidward's still in this thing. And who did we start off with? Are they both gone? I'm trying to remember who we started off with. Man, tell you how bad my memory is. I can't remember who we started with. I think they're both gone. Yeah, Coach was one. I know that. Yeah, it was someone from Styles' team. And Punisher. Hagrid going after the Punisher now. Uh-oh. And this double team does not help. Oh my goodness, what a double team. And that's going to be a loss for Styles. And Predator's gone too. That's another loss for Styles. So not a great start, and goodness, I can't keep track. Come on, guys. Squidward's done. I'm going to see if Stewie goes also. I think Stewie's going to hang in there, but Squidward should be a loss for Styles. And it is. So, like I said, not a great start for his team. However, some of Marcus's boys have arrived. So, Styles is still in this thing. And we could see like the first 10 be, majority Styles, the next 10 be majority Marcus, and then it evens out. And Han Solo has been eliminated, and that's going to be a loss for Marcus. So Marcus loses his second, if I am correct, and Stewie has been eliminated. And now we got Stinkin' Lincoln here at number 13. And Stewie is a loss for Styles. And Hamilton's going to be a loss for Marcus. This is just unbearable keeping track of. It's just like 1 minute, there's nothing to look at. And in the second minute, I'm just fighting for my life here, trying to keep up with these teams. And we got at number 14, the Black Mask. So Black Mask at 14, but Styles has lost at least 7. That's what my count has, at least 7 already. So that's not a great start. And I believe Marcus has lost 2, or 3. So there's a big difference there. But we're seeing a lot of the other team now. Of course, we got Rubius Hagrid in the house. And Jack Sparrow's done. So that's going to be a loss for Marcus. And number 15 is Count Orlok, who is, you cannot underestimate this guy. You cannot underestimate Nosferatu. He is just unreal. He has done some unreal things on here. Some unbelievable things. Especially in the first round. What we saw he could do in the first round there. That was just mind-blowing. And Grand Admiral Throng, or like they would call him in high school, Grand Admiral Thong, is here. And I know, I made fun of that name, and, shame on me. Shame on me. I don't care. Throng? What kind of name's that? So. And Black Mask. Oh. Hagrid's still in this thing. And number 17 is Deathstroke. Now, his face scan's not going to show. I know that already. And we'll just have to deal with it. I cannot predict even though I should know by now that we're not going to get one, you know, I think we can live with this. It's not too bad. It's not as bad as the hair glitch, and there goes Lincoln. So that's going to be a loss for Marcus. And we could get another one here. And Count Orlock fighting for his life. And Scarecrow's number 18. And we'll see who comes in next. But, I mean, we have only 6 in right now, so it's going to get filled again, I'm sure. It's bound to. Just, these guys are just so resilient here. And Grand Admiral Throng, it's such a long name. I'm just going to call him Throng. I'm going to stop calling him what I did, you know, because I don't want to get in trouble. And Samoa Joe is number 19. So Samoa Joe's here. I'm not a big fan of him. I'm just not. I have nothing against the guy, you know. I just don't get the hype. I just don't understand it. So my apologies. And I believe that's Black Mask. It's going to be a loss for Marcus. Easy to keep track of his team. It's A through H for the most part. I mean, there's a couple on styles that don't have those numbers, those letters, but most of them are from the horror genre. And there goes General Admiral Throng. And we got Homer here now. And the Admiral's a loss for Marcus, so he's starting to catch up with Styles. He's starting to catch up. I think it's like a tie right now. If my count is correct, I'm sure I missed somebody. Because it's been hectic in this one. They just can't, 1 minute they're all out, 1 minute they're all in. It's just all at once. And 21 is Raphael. Coming in at 21. So we got a little bit from both teams in here right now. That guy in the green scarecrow. Okay. For a second I thought it was Wolfman. I was like, what is he doing here? And Dash is 22. So Dash coming in at 22 here. I'm going to see how far Count Orlock can go. I mean, he's had some really great performances. It's a shame to have to zoom in on his face, but I mean, besides that, he's had some really, look at him just, you know, throwing Deathstroke around. He's not afraid. And oh my goodness, I just jinxed him. And that's going to be a loss for Styles and one of his biggest losses. We got another spot open now. And you gotta watch out for Homer, Hagrid, and Raphael. They can really cause some problems. All of them being, I believe, I don't know if Raph's a super heavyweight. They might have him down as one. But I know the other two are for sure. Homer drinks too much beer not to be. So that's kind of what happens. homer. I mean, Deathstroke had a great opportunity. And I bet Marcus is happy that he didn't go through with it. This is for the Final Four, so every man counts. And we got Will Offspray at number 23. I call him Offspray. It's a bug spray. Will Offspray. That's what I call him. I'm sure he appreciates it. Wouldn't it be just funny if one day I said something about one of these guys, especially one of the cruiserweights, and they just laid me out right here, right now? Like, and Deathstroke's done, so that's going to be a loss for Marcus. And looks like there's they're trying to get rid of, who is it? Oh, Samoa? Samoa's not going easy. I don't see Scarecrow. I must have missed him, or he just got thrown out. He kind of blends in sometimes. Yeah, I think, yeah, he's done. So I believe that's a loss for Styles. I'll check it. I don't see him anywhere. Yep, that's a loss for Styles. I may have missed him, or he just left or something. I can't keep track sometimes. Can get a little overwhelming how I don't help myself at all. I could really help myself. There's probably a technique I could use that would make this a lot simpler for keeping track of people. And number 24 is Davy Jones, one of my favorite creations by far. Just amazing. And Samoa Joe's done. That's another loss for Styles. I think he's only got 5 left. And multiple of them are in here already. So it's looking good for Team Marcus. I mean, Marcus has lost a few. He's only down by 2, if my count's correct. And we got the Buff Amon Us at 25. This is going to come down to the wire and Dash. Oh, wow. What a big elimination. And that's a loss for Marcus, one of his best members. So Marcus is catching up. He's catching up. This is kind of evened out a little bit. One team I think has a lot more already in. And Blue Beetle's 26. So the thing that throws me off on this is there's no gloves on one hand. I don't know why. But, you know, I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain because everybody does a better job than me on this. So, you know, unless I can make one, I'm not going to criticize anyone on theirs. And I appreciate all the ones that I do have. I was just wondering why that glove was missing. He's got one glove like MJ, like the King of Pop. He's been listening to Thriller. And number 27 is Jeff the Killer. So I believe this is the last one from Styles' Horizon. Yeah, everybody else has been in and out. Besides Jeff the Killer on that section of 5. He has 5 from that account. And then the other 10 are from, the main account, which all of Marcus's are. So this was actually easy to set up. It was very easy to set up. Now, if the other guy would have beat Styles, it would have been a little bit harder to set up. Then you have to go in, and there goes Hagrid. He just flew over the thing. And that's going to be a loss for Styles. So I'm looking at it right now, trying to keep track of everything. I think Styles has 4 left, and I think 3 are already in, which is not a good sign. Not a good sign. I'm trying to think if... Okay, so he has 1 that hasn't came out yet. His remaining 3, though, are already here. So he does have 1 that has, and he just lost Jeff the Killer, so now he's down to 3. Which isn't a big loss. Probably one of his weakest people. And number 28 is Captain Hook. So here comes Marcus's 3rd captain. It's unbelievable how that got set up. And he's got 2 of them in right now. One's already been eliminated. And there goes Hook. So, loss for Marcus. He didn't last long. I mean, he didn't last at all. So, Marcus should have like 5. Styles should have about 3. And looking at it, that sounds about right. So, 29's Billy Butcher. So, that means Styles is going to have number 30. He does have number 30. And he has 2 in here right now. And then Marcus should have 5. Yeah, that's 7 altogether. That should be the right count. So that's cool. I still miss Scarecrow, but I just noticed he was gone. So I know he was here. He's actually not that strong. If they're anywhere from an 80 and up, I leave it alone. It's only if they're below an 80. I don't like generic. But I think Scarecrow's really low on the 80s. He's like between an 80 and 82. So he's definitely one of the weakest in here. And that's kind of not a fair overall, I don't think. And number 30, Spider-Man. But I have my rule. If it's 80 and above, I keep it. So 30, Spider-Man, and that is Team Styles. So he does get number 30. And it is 3-5. Not the worst, but not the greatest. I still think Marcus had a little bit of an advantage with the numbers, but it's not terrible. Because Styles did pick up number 30. Got a pretty good one at 30 also. So we'll see what he can do. He's got Raphael, he's got Offspring, and he's got Spider-Man. And Marcus has the rest. And whoever wins this goes to the Final 4. So we're getting closer to the end, thank goodness. Because about at this part, I do a lot of these ahead of time. And I get kind of worried that if I mess one up, I may have to redo a couple. So I got to be careful here. Not do them all at once. Because I don't want to have to redo them. There goes Osprey. So Styles is now down to 2. 2 left for Styles. You know, Dash does pretty good for being as little as he is. I mean, I'm kind of surprised, you know, how good he's done good in other ones. And, you know, obviously it's not because of the speed. I mean, that doesn't really, he can't use his superpowers, but some people surprise me. I mean, I think the most shockers are Green Lantern and Doctor Strange. They always do, like, crazy. Like, we've had a couple of times where they've just done the unbelievable. Like, certain people you understand, like Juggernaut, Galactus, Thanos, you understand that. But some of these people, you're like, how in the world did you make it? And it's, I don't know if it's luck. I don't know if they just got lucky or if there's a little bit of skill to that character or how they're set up. But this is going to be a big loss for Marcus, one of his biggest guys. And that's going to be, Buffamonus is done. So, Styles definitely needed that. So we are now down to 6. And Marcus still has 4. And Raphael, oh, Spider-Man just saved Raphael. Good save there for his teammate. Oh, and Davy Jones is a moron. And Marcus lost another one. So now he's down to 3. He may lose Dash, and Dash is still in this. Davy Jones, you are a moron. He was trying to make a name for himself. And he did all right. He made a fool out of himself. That's what he did. I mean, what was he thinking? Let the other guy do it, and then you can take out the other guy. I mean, you're just ahead of yourself. You know, it doesn't help that you have tentacles on your face either. So that doesn't help at all. And Raphael is finished, so Styles has Spider-Man. So he's got a 25% chance. Dash has been in here probably the longest. And Butcher's going after him. Oh, yeah, I don't know what's up with Dash. He's got counters for days. And, you know, Styles does have number 30. He does have that advantage. We'll see what happens here. And uh-oh. And Dash. Oh, he just ends Styles' team. So Marcus is going to the Final Four. This is probably the luckiest he's been yet in the tournament. I mean, usually he is lucky to get through round 1. And now he's already in the Final Four. Do I think his team's the best? I think it's an okay team. I don't think there's nothing great about it. But they seem to be hanging in there. And of course, the first round they had a really easy team. And Blue Beetle with a nice drop kick, but it did not finish the job. And we're down to Billy Butcher versus Michael Jackson Blue Beetle. That's what I call it, because he has the one glove. But he's tough. He's tough. I've seen this character, and I would not underestimate him. I think 23 had one of the best Beetles I've seen. That's right when the movie came out, I believe, around there. So it had one of the best ones I've seen. It had like the face scan of that actor and all. We're down to these two. I love the Billy Butcher one. Good face scan there. One of these two is going to win it for Marcus. Marcus is already advanced. So, like I said, this is probably the furthest he's ever gotten in a tournament, so hats off to him. And Styles did his best. I think both teams were about even. I don't think there was a better team than the other. I mean, Styles had Orlok, he had Hagrid. He had some really good ones. But so did Marcus. He had some pretty good ones also. And Billy Butcher hanging in there. If he flips him, he gets him. Butcher's hanging on. Wow. He's just not giving up. You guys have already won for your team. You can cut to the chase. But that's cool, and we still have 11 and 12, and then we will officially be in the Final Four. So I cannot wait to see the Final Four. And Blue Beetle takes it. So that's what I get for mocking his one glove. The poor person that made him probably just forgot. He probably just forgot to add the glove. I should just shut my mouth and be grateful. But he's not going to WrestleMania, not with one glove. Sorry, you have to have two for WrestleMania. Yeah. You didn't know about that rule? Well, it's cold. It's cold. That's why you have to have two gloves. But congratulations to Marcus, who's going to advance to the Final Four. Good luck. I wish you the best of luck. Your luck so far has been good. But you never know. You never know with this. And I hope you all enjoyed it. But a lot of fun. Marcus advances again. Another good victory for him. A little bit more competitive, but he wins. I'll see you all later.